theme from The Godfather. That's from his latest project, We're About the Business. And this one here, cool jazz classic from Chuck, showing his jazz side with The Shadow of Your Smile. How beautiful is that, man? That brother has been doing this thing for many a year and has not skipped a beat.
State your name.
Marcellus, Shepard, also known as the Bassman.
Bassman, all right. And place of birth?
Washington, D.C.
D.C. Current residence?
Laurel, Maryland.
Laurel, Maryland. Okay. And what college did you attend? Or
Morgan State University.
Okay. What class?
Class of freshman.
Okay. All right. Any other higher degrees of education under your belt?
No.
Nah. Okay. You graduated in radio broadcast. Okay. What interests you about radio that you pursued it?
Actually, I wasn't interested in radio at all. No, I was interested in television.
Okay.
And I had to take an intro to radio class as a prerequisite.
Right.
And, did a tour of the station with the class, end of class, or end of the tour. It was a Q&A period. I raised my hand, asked a question. Program director heard my voice, told me I was going to do radio. So
there you are.
4 days later, I was on the radio.
Wow.
Yeah.
And however many other years later, you're here. Okay, and so exactly how long have you been in radio?
14 years.
14 years, all right. What's your favorite genre of music?
Favorite genre is R&B.
R&B, okay. Fan of hip-hop?
Yeah, like hip-hop as well.
Okay, all right. And what is the most fascinating or interesting thing you feel here in the station, like as far as radio? What do you enjoy doing the most?
What I enjoy doing most is interacting with my audience.
Okay.
When the phones ring, when the phones ring, I have the opportunity to pick it up and, have somebody tell me that they thoroughly enjoyed, what they've heard.
Right.
When I'm able to introduce them to something new.
Okay.
I got to see these skipping.
You said interacting with the audience and introducing people to new music. All right. I find that, I find joy in that too, because, I got a little variety of music under my belt. But how long do you see yourself doing this?
Rest of my life, man. Yeah.
I can do it.
It's not all that I do, but it's a good portion of what I do, and it's something that I love.
So what other things are you involved in?
Video production and voiceovers.
Okay. Voiceovers such for what? Like?
For commercials.
Okay.
I have a couple of product lines that I work with.
Okay.
Also have a couple of radio stations that I do voiceovers for as well.
Could you name some of the products that you do voiceovers for?
Uncle Brother's Hot Sauce, Synexus, which is a how did that mean to flip down for that? Hold on. Synexus, which is a internet web-based hotel software. A couple of others, but I enjoy doing voiceovers. It's quick, it's good money.
Okay.
It's a beautiful thing.
All right. And as far as video production, what kind of things have you done with that?
Video production, I do videos for all occasions, weddings, conferences, sporting events, everything.
A couple of other side hustles that, bring in some bread. Okay. What kind of has this radio career taken you anywhere other than the station? Have you done some off-site things, traveled and?
Oh yeah, I traveled all over. Just last month I was a guest MC at the Detroit International Jazz Festival.
Wow.
Which is the world's largest open-air free jazz festival. I mean, it was amazing.
Open air, okay.
88.9.
Man, love your show, man. I'm working over here at the airport for United. I'm a D.C. native. Thanks for that, Chuck, man.
Oh, man, my pleasure.
Love your show, man. You outside.
Thank you, man. You have a good weekend, huh?
You too.
Peace and blessings.
You ever been to the West Oak Lane Jazz Festival in Philly?
I have not.
Oh, you gotta check that out. That's a big one. That's a big one.
Yeah, I I go all over the place, man, and outside of doing this show here from 2 to 5, from 1 to 2 on Fridays, I have a syndicated program called the Cool Jazz Countdown.
Okay.
And that also airs down south at Jackson State University's radio station.
Okay.
And I'm looking forward to getting that on some other stations before the end of the year.
Yeah.
So.
Get the sound of that voice out there, right?
Yeah, man. But I go all over the place, man. You know, I've emceed shows as far as the Bahamas.
Wow. So there's a lot of travel opportunities as well. Okay.
Definitely.
So how do you feel about the evolution of radio from, you know, when it first came on to with the whole Amos and Andy and Blackface on the radio to the 70s where you had more of a political, social structure and the DJ had the control over what he played, he or she played, to now where a lot of the music, and I know some of the stations are pre-selected and it's pretty much automatic everything, and even to the point where they got podcasting so everybody can do their own thing, or you can just listen to your own music and there's really no need for the radio. How do you feel about that?
You know, when I was young in the game, when I first started doing radio, I loved the fact that I had the freedom of selecting my own music.
Right.
And I left this environment and I went to commercial radio. I worked for 92Q for a couple of years, and there, totally different culture with it. But me not having that freedom to do what I wanted to do.
Right.
It's killing me because I had always been known when I first started doing radio. In addition to filling in for the jazz programs here, I had my own R&B slow jam show. And I had always been known for the music that I played, so walking in and I didn't love on the 92Q slow jam show. But the slow jams weren't flowing, which I felt they should. So, you know, I dealt with it for a while, but after a while I had to come back home.
Right.
And the generous support of members like you.
All right, cool. And any words for any aspiring radio personalities or radio production people?
Get with your local radio station and spend as much time there as you can.
Okay.
Get on people's nerves.
That's how you got to do it, right?
Yeah, man. I would always rather pick my own music. I understand the need for having automation because what it does is solidify the sound of your station. It takes away from the opportunity to have pickups, mix-ups, everything in between. And from a sales standpoint, from a financial standpoint, it's easier to sell the station when you have a consistent sound. So I understand now being on the programming side of the spectrum.
Okay.
But it's nothing like, you know, playing music for the money.
Right.
You know, looking outside, seeing that wind blow a certain way and saying, oh, I got the perfect song.
Yeah.
You know, putting it in there. As music director, I still have that freedom. But yeah, it's nothing like that.
See, my thing is, and this is why I don't listen to a lot of pop radio or, you know, hip-hop, R&B, because they play, seems like the same songs all day long.
Yeah, that's what they do.
And it's content-wise, you know, I definitely can't get down with it, but it's just something I can't co-sign with, man.
Not only that, but when you go city to city, you also hear the same song.
Right.
The reason for that is there are a couple of companies out there that handle a couple of consulting companies that put together playlists for some of the bigger chains, of stations. So, for Radio 1, for instance, they have a consulting company that handles a good portion of a good portion of their playlist, so that's why you go from city to city, you get the same exact song.
Yeah.
Because it's one person putting together the playlist.
Okay. For a bunch of cities.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whereas back in the day, it was refreshing to go to Chicago, hear the Chicago sound,
right.
Go to DC, hear the DC sound. Now you're hearing every, same damn thing. unless you're listening to a public radio station.
Right.
It is what it is.
Okay. Yeah. One more question. How did your music ear develop? I know me being with my grandparents, living with my grandparents. You know, I got to hear a lot of classic music, jazz music, soul music. What about you?
Growing up, my father would come home from work, go to the basement, put his records on all night long. And I always sat on the steps listening. So
okay.
That was it for me.
All right. Well, one more time. Appreciate the interview.
My pleasure. Hands
yeah. And I'll see you next Friday.